more details now that she's revealing, where she's saying and expressing to us that even whilst Arabella was in the villa, Danny said, I don't even want to look at her the slightest, I'm not even into her, and the next thing you know, he picks her and dumps Yewande. Wow. Holy Lord, what the hell? Wow. Wow. Life really came really quickly.
Arabella.
Wow, wow, wow. So Love Island. So Yewande speaks out about the situation, and apparently there were more stuff that Danny has done, and she does not see Danny or Arabella working on the outside at all. Hey guys, it's Murali. Hopefully you guys are doing well today. If you haven't already, what are you doing with your lives? Please subscribe to my channel, click that button for daily consistent content, and follow me on my Instagram, Murad_Murali. If you guys want to, my handle is in the description box below. So we have Yewande, who's officially speaking out, and she has done a interview with Grazia magazine, and it's entitled, I don't see Arabella and Danny ever working on the outside. So of course I feel like this is very, fresh off the bucket, and I feel like it's very clever to do an interview very quickly from when you've obviously departed and your name is upon the tip of people's tongues and everybody's discussing your in unjust departure, let's just say. And the question is how are you feeling now the dust has settled? I'm disappointed that my journey was cut really short. I feel like I had so much more to give, and I feel like I didn't experience the whole Love Island experience. But looking back now, I probably left at a good time. Obviously I'm struggling with the Arabella and Danny situation, but I was there more days than some people would have hoped for. True tea. What's your verdict on her? I didn't get to know her as a person, but she was trying to steal the guy I was coupled up with. I don't know her well enough, but at the end of the day, she is a bombshell. She came in to get what she wanted, and that's what she did. I don't know if she likes Danny, or maybe he was the easiest to go for. T. Looking at from the inside, I don't see them ever working on the outside because of the age gap, 28 and 21, which I've been screaming for so long. Knowing Danny and knowing her a little bit, they're in different stages of their lives. It might work in there, but it won't work outside. It will not work outside. It just cannot work outside because they are two different stages of their life. One is reaching 30, one is reaching 22. So this will work inside because of the variables inside that allow this potential relationship to flourish. There are variables, and the variables are the proximity, the environment, they're both together. But once they're on the outside world, things won't work well for a very long time. It just unfortunately won't. And I feel like, if it does, it does, but I don't think it will. Do you think Danny played you a little bit? Here we go now. Yeah, I do. I'm not sure because I haven't watched the episodes back, so I haven't seen what's been shown and what has not been shown. I do remember one conversation we had where he said he would rather be single in the villa than experience it with anyone else. Interesting. He said that his head would never be turned, which we saw, and even when Arabella did come, he did say to me that he wasn't interested at all and he wasn't going to look at her in the slightest. So, pure lies and deviation. To go from that extreme, from 100 to 0, real quick, made me question how genuine he was as a person. Hence the lack of affection, hence, the gut instinct. Because if somebody, there's more details now that she's revealing, where she's saying and expressing to us that even whilst Arabella was in the villa, Danny said, I don't even want to look at her the slightest, I'm not even into her. And the next thing you know, he picks her and dumps Yewande. Wow. Holy Lord, what the hell? Wow. Wow. Life really came really quickly. Let's continue on with this interview. Do you think you could have behaved differently? I don't think I could have behaved differently. Just before Arabella came in, we were having that little blip, and we did have a discussion that I did say that I would be more affectionate because I'm not an affectionate person. But I said I would be more affectionate and put in a little more effort, and that's exactly what I've done, and obviously that was thrown in my face. What did you mean by goes around comes around? I don't have a revenge plan for him. I just meant that there's a guarantee that whoever you are coupled up with, their heads would be turned as well. So what I meant by that, what goes around comes around, is that somebody will come in for Arabella and her head will be turned. How much of it was a stage? Everything happens organically. The bonds that are formed with romantic couples, they're all organic. Okay. Do you think it was unfair that with Lucy that she was saved? I had a conversation with Anton where I said that I thought no one deserved to be here any more than anyone else. But if it did come down to Lucy, I made it clear that I wanted to stay and I had a rough time. So she had already exclaimed to Anton to say, please, give me a chance to stay, because lest we forget, Anton was given a chance from Amber. When Amber, instead of choosing Callum, Amber chose Anton to save him as friends, lest we forget. And then he was one to be preaching about, this is not Friend Island as well, this is Love Island, you saved a friend. I made it clear that I wanted to stay and that I had a rough time and a hard time finding someone I connected with. And when I did open up, it was thrown in my face. I felt the Love Island experience, you're supposed to be experiencing your highest highs and your lowest lows. I felt I experienced my lowest lows and Reed didn't experience my highest highs. Okay. Lucy was ready to walk for Joe. She got to experience her highest highs in finding him, and one of her lowest lows was when he left. I feel like she had the full Love Island experience. I personally don't know Lucy very well, but I don't think she's open to meeting someone else. She has a specific type. Her ideal type would be a surfer, and the chance of a surfer is coming in is pretty slim. It's pretty slim for a surfer to be coming in. Literally everything that I've been saying. She talks about how she had some good aftercare, which I feel like is a good thing to put in the interview, so that we know now. We have been fed from, an audience perspective that once they leave the villa, they have a sane psychologist within 5 minutes. And I feel that's good to see. But this kind of, interview really does highlight how even more, I was going to say demonic, but let me relax. But how manipulative Danny is the fact that he even said to her that he's not even interested in Arabella. He's even said to her that he'd rather be single. He said to her that he doesn't even care for Arabella. He wouldn't even look at her in the slightest. He said all of this to her, stuff that we don't actually know about. And now she is speaking out, and she's letting us know that Arabella and Danny probably won't work on the outside, which everybody has been saying, and also that Lucy does not really deserve to be there, that she's had the full Love Island experience. I feel that's a very good point to make. She's had the full Love Island experience, and I feel like she has. One thing that I disagree with Yewande in his interviews, that she was saying that she was throwing affection back. From what we saw, sitting on someone's lap isn't affection. It's very territorial, and that can come off as well as passive aggressive, and it can come off as a bit overtly. There are ways to show affection, to be a bit calm with it all. Sometimes less is more effective, and I feel like just sitting on him can be a bit irritating. Just sitting next to him or so forth would have been a different kind of issue, but I feel like that wouldn't have made a difference anyhow. But I'm very glad that she's spoken out, and I'm very glad that she has made this an issue and is aware of everything going on. And you can even see in her story, she's posting all the tweets about everybody saying how much they love you, Yewande, and calling Arabella umbrella. She's aware of everything now going on, because she is now outside the villa. She's got her phones back, and she's listening and watching everything. So I'm glad, because I'm really glad she touched on the Lucy stuff, because the Lucy stuff nobody really is speaking up much about. She's had her time, she had her chance. Yewande deserved to stay there more than Lucy, because she was with Joe. As Yewande says in the interview, she was ready to leave. She was ready to go. She should have gone. She found the person that she could potentially be in a strong relationship with. She's still waiting for the surfer when there isn't really going to be a surfer coming in. So I'm very glad that she spoke up, and I'm very glad that she made this an issue and is aware of everything going on, because I feel like it's very important for one to do. And I'm just interested by what is next now for Danny and Arabella. I didn't expect Yewande to make an interview so quick and so soon, and she's just like, these two won't work on the outside because they just happily won't. And I feel like that's just completely true. These two are not going to work on the outside. It's implausible, it doesn't make any sense. But I'm very glad that she's very straightforward with her interview. Like when she's asked, do you think you were played a little bit? And she was like, yeah, I do. I was played. I'm not sure because I haven't watched the episode back, so I haven't seen what's been shown, but what's not been shown. I do remember one conversation where he would rather be single in the villa than experience with anyone else. He said that his head will never be turned, and even when Arabella came in, he said that he wasn't interested in her at all and wasn't going to even look at her in the slightest. To go from that extreme 100 to 0 real quick made me question how genuine he was as a person. And when Arabella did come into the villa, I didn't hear a word from him for the 3 days we were both in there for. It makes me question how genuine he is as a person. We're all not idiots, we're not stupid. When you are with somebody in a close romantic proximity, you can already tell if something's genuine or not. She's even saying, I didn't hear a word from him for the 3 days we were both in there for. When Arabella came to the villa. 3 days. But he's playing this whole, oh, she's not affectionate game. Guaranteed, if we were all in her position, we'd be having the same thoughts. Let me know what you think. Let me know what your thoughts are on her speaking out, the article, the Grazia stuff, the questions about Lucy, the Arabella, the Danny stuff. do comment down below. I'm interested to hear your comments. Please do subscribe. Click that button for daily consistent content and follow me on my Instagram, Murad_Morali, and I'll catch you guys soon for another video.